What is up, guys? Let's talk about something that's not so fun, what could destroy your YouTube channel. It's absolutely critical that you understand this and that you're not doing it, because if you are crushing your chances of having a successful channel. I hate to say it, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you've got to make sure you're looking out for this big mistake I see with a lot of YouTubers. So here's what it is, and there's a lot of detail that goes into it, so you want to make sure you watch this entire video because all the pieces are really, really important. If you're missing just one of them, your channel could be in danger of flatlining, going downhill, or just having really slow growth, which is not really what anyone wants to have, right? So from a broader level, it's basically having a channel where it's scattered all about as far as what you're putting out for videos. So let's dig into the details of this. The first thing is just your content itself. Like, what are the topics about that you're covering? If you're making some about cooking, and then some are challenges, and some are road trip vlogs, and some are tech gear reviews, and some are like basketball tutorials, right? Then you're not really giving a consistent theme to your channel, and people don't really know that they should come back to each video because they never know what they're gonna get. They're really gonna be kind of like, okay, this video looks good, I'll check that out. Then another video comes out and they're not interested at all, so they don't click, and after a while they start to tune your channel out, and YouTube will tune your channel out because as they keep seeing your videos in their subscriber feed, if they're subscribed to you, or just nowadays with YouTube, they don't even have to be subscribed to you, they'll just follow them around if they watched one of your videos with more of your videos, and they're not clicking those videos. Guess what YouTube's gonna do? They're gonna say, hey, this person's really not interested in those videos anymore. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna stop showing them to that person. And they're gonna say to themselves, hey, a lot of these videos are getting really bad click-through rate, which is a big thing that YouTube looks at nowadays. And if they see that, they're just not gonna show your videos to much of anyone anymore. And then your channel goes downhill. So it's really important that you figure out what it is that your channel is gonna be about and try to keep it pretty narrow to one subject, one topic. Maybe if there's two complementing topics, like some people will do like vlogs and then they'll also occasionally have like a camera review, or maybe they'll have like a YouTube channel and they'll have camera reviews, right? Those are very complementing ideas, complementing things. Another example would be you could maybe have a cooking channel, and then from time to time, maybe you could do food reviews or recipe reviews, right? Very similar ideas, things that you could bring in together, or you could even go as far as to give reviews on maybe cooking equipment or something along those lines. But if you start getting a little bit broader than that, you're gonna run into some trouble unless, and this is a big unless, and I don't think this is the case for most people, you've got a really strong personality that's magnetic and people are coming back to your videos for your personality. And keep this in mind, it's a lot harder to grow a channel based on your personality. So, some people will try to just make like these vlog videos kind of covering what's happening from day to day, and you absolutely could grow a channel that way, but it's a lot more difficult unless you have something really interesting going on in every video, your personality is interesting, right? And then from there, maybe you can kind of cover different topics and go all over the place, because then people are coming back for you. But that's not the case with most creators, and it's just a lot harder because, again, people don't know what to come back to your channel for. So even like most vlog channels, like they're gonna have like a certain theme to them, like a family vlog channel, so people can kind of get an idea of how their family works, they can connect with them, build a relationship with them. Maybe some parents will watch it to kind of get the value of, okay, this is how I can better parent my kids. The kids can see how the kids interact with the parents, right? And get some entertainment that way. So there's a lot of different reasons that people will be coming back. But even with those vlog videos, there's usually gonna be one certain value and thing that people come back for. So get that clarity on your channel with what it is that it's gonna be about. The next thing where you could run into trouble is, let's say your thumbnails are all over the place, right? You've got different style thumbnails all the time. Now, I'm not saying to make the exact same thumbnail every time. I get it, that gets boring, it gets stale, but I would recommend you get some sort of a branding element in there. Now, I'm not saying you have to have the exact same design or always have your logo in the bottom corner of the thumbnail like I do on mine. That's an option. And the reason I do that is if I get that logo in the bottom corner, that frees me up to have different design elements in the rest, and I don't feel like I have to stick to that as much. But let's say you don't want to do that logo in the bottom corner. Well, here's what you can do. You can take your thumbnails and just have a certain color that you maybe stick with for the majority of them. Or maybe you have a certain font that you use, or you always have your face, right? So there's one consistent element in your thumbnails that people can automatically recognize that it's your video, and you can build that recognition in with your audience. So when they see your thumbnails, they know it's you and they know to click because they know what topics your channel is about if you got that first step right. And now they're gonna keep coming back and clicking more and more and more of your videos. And again, that snowball effect can start happening. The other big way a lot of people can get into trouble with their channel is having the content itself be very different as far as the way it's presented. So what I mean by this is like how you film it, how you edit it. Now, I'm not saying you can't ever switch it up. I do this a fair amount with Get Handles Basketball just to shake things up. And I also do it with this channel if you've noticed. So what I mean by that is I have this background in a lot of my videos, but then I also do some other ones where maybe I'll go outside and I'll walk around and give you some change of scenery, right? And then I'll also have ones where maybe I'll do kind of like a face cam with a computer screen share to walk you through a step-by-step process, right? So those are kind of like 3 different little changes in format. Now, all of those though have sort of one common element, which is me direct to camera, right? So that gives a certain level of consistency to my channel. Now, from time to time, having like the more screen share type videos is a good way to break things up and give you guys something different and keep things fresh. But at the same time, I want to keep a certain level of consistency to what you're going to get from my videos and the way I present. So if you normally do videos where it's maybe just all like pictures and voiceovers or B-roll and voiceovers, and then all of a sudden you start doing all your videos on camera, you might start to see a dip in your click-through rate on your videos or your watch time because it's not what people expected from your channel and it's not what they came for. Now, I'm not saying to never break outside of your content type. It's a great way to get people coming back to your videos and keeping things interesting. But I wouldn't go like, I'm doing this style of video all the time, and then all of a sudden one day you just start switching over to a different type of content. Because if you do that, a lot of your subscriber base is gonna sort of lose interest in what it is that you have going on with your new style videos. Most likely. Now, big thing is you'll want to dig into your analytics and say, when I started doing this new content style, if you want to make this transition, look at the click-through rate on your videos, look at the audience retention, and from there, that'll help you make a much better decision of, okay, I can keep rolling with this new content type, and from time to time, maybe sprinkling that old content type into your release schedule. But you definitely got to keep an eye on those things and make sure that you have a certain level of consistency with what your channel is doing, because if you're not, again, your subscriber base might stop clicking your videos and now YouTube stops promoting them as much. Next thing that could destroy your channel, well, actually there's a lot of other things that could destroy your channel. If you click the link that I'll have pinned to the comment below, that'll take you to a page where you can find out more about the 10 big channel killers that you have to be keeping an eye out for. If this video helps, subscribe and click the bell icon to catch the newest videos, and make sure you check out that link that's pinned to the comment below. I'll see you in that next.